Welcome to Slay the Spire. This video, the purpose of it is for someone who's never really played this game to see what it looks like to go and fight through the first act and beat the boss on a game that has been started for the first time. I've already done a video on some basics on how to play the game, so I really won't go into that too much. And I've already done two previous videos where I've loaded up a fresh game and fought the boss. You can see here I'm using this introduction profile here, so it's a brand new game, no playtime, 0%. So let's go ahead and do this run. First I'm going to jump into settings. In the game settings, I'm just going to put long press confirmations. This is good because it will help prevent you from maybe accidentally confirming something you didn't mean to. And we're also going to display damage and block. That can be kind of nice. So let's go ahead and get started on this. All I have access to is Ironclad. Ironclad's special ability is that it can gain 6 health at the end of each combat. So he's can be tanky, and you can be a little bit more aggressive with him because he'll heal himself at each turn. So the goal, of course, is you start here, you pick a path, you fight your way to the boss, and then you beat the boss. And if you beat the boss, you get all your health back, and then you start Act 2 and you repeat that. For beginning players, I highly advise that you look for the route with the most campfires and no elites. The campfires will allow you to heal yourself or upgrade your cards. Elites can be really tough fights depending on the cards you have and how you're playing. So until you're comfortable with playing, I would advise not to fight the elites. But once you do get comfortable playing, fight the elites. They are the best thing that you can do because you get relics, chance to rare cards, and things of that nature. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look for a path that gives me campfires and no elites. So let's see here, we can take that route. Okay, it looks as though the only route I can take is one of these two here. It would have actually, that will give me some merchants. So I have to decide, do I want a merchant and 2 campfires, or do I want... Yeah, this is not a good run here, so we'll go ahead and we're not going to do the merchant. We're going to go ahead and do this here. No, we're going to go here. So we'll take these 2 question marks, do the merchant. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and get started. That took a little bit too long to decide which route we want to take. So he's going to attack me for 11 points of damage. I'm going to go ahead and defend twice so I can mitigate 10 points of damage. Remember, I heal myself at the end of combat, so as long as I take 6 damage or less, I can get back to full health. I'm now going to bash, which is going to make him vulnerable, which he takes 50% more damage for 2 turns. So my 6-point damage becomes 9. So there we go. And then I'm going to end my turn. Hopefully I get some attack cards in my hand. We will find out here. 2 attack cards and 1 defend. So we're going to go ahead and play these 2 attack cards, and then we're going to defend. So I'm going to take 5 more damage. So now I've taken 6 points of damage, but I've got all these attacks, which means I'll be able to kill him next turn. So I will get all my health back. There we go. And I'm back to 80 health. I got a gold, and here's my cards. So Pommel Strike does damage and draw a card. Battle Trance, draw 3 cards. You cannot draw additional cards this turn. I actually really like Battle Trance a lot, but you can see Battle Trance and Pommel Strike are mutually exclusive. If you play Battle Trance and then in that same turn play Pommel Strike, you won't be able to draw a card. So you got to kind of keep that in mind, that this actually not being able to draw a card can mess up other cards. So I'm going to go select this one, and I'm going to keep in the back of my head that I can't draw additional cards if I do play it. Okay, I got a choice here. It's not much of a choice. Do I want to lose 40 gold, or do I want to gain 75 gold and get 11? I've got plenty of health. Let's get the money, and especially before the merchant. Let's see what our next event is. Okay, again, I can leave, but I don't mind taking some damage because, again, this character heals. So let's remove a card. And let's go ahead and get rid of this. The red deck has a lot of attack cards in it. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of the strike because there's going to be a lot better attack cards going forward. We have a merchant. So we got 186. That's actually a fair amount of money. Okay, let's take a look at our cards here. We have this Carnage card, which is ethereal, which means that it'll disappear if you don't use it. Searing Blow. So Searing Blow is interesting because you can upgrade it over and over and over and over again. So you want a lot of campfires, and you just want to keep on upgrading it and making it more and more powerful. And then you can have other cards that can duplicate it and things of that nature. So this is a particularly good one. This right here is a power that allows you to increase your strength, and that happens every turn. Let's go ahead and let's get this Searing Blow, and we're gonna, with the purpose of upgrading it during our time, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get rid of another strike here. We're gonna keep our deck small. We've got 39 gold. I could get this Intimidate. I'm not going to. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what this next event is. Oh, it's a treasure chest. Excellent. Gold and Eternal Feather. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 hit points whenever you enter a rough site. Well, right, our deck is kind of small, which means that we're not going to be healing all that much, but that's okay. Now we're going to upgrade. We could rest and get all of our health back, but we're not going to. Let's go ahead and take advantage of this Searing Blow, and we're going to, it's going to do 16 points of damage for 2, so that's not great, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and let's do this fight. So this guy here, we want to do as much damage as we can to him because he's going to get stronger and stronger as the fight goes on. So he's going to do 6 points of damage here. So what's kind of cool, so here's what's neat. We have if we play this Battle Trance, we're going to get 3 cards in. So I'm going to do this here to see if we get our Searing Blow again, and we do. If we hadn't gotten our Searing Blow, then I would have played the Bash, but go ahead and do this again, and then we'll defend. And now next turn, provided that we get 2 strikes, we beat them without taking any damage, and then we will heal 1 strike. Searing Blow again. Okay, great. Okay, so we're going to heal ourselves, so we'll be at 73. Ancient Potion can be used to prevent debuffs. Okay, let's add a card to our deck. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this Armament card. And this is going to allow us to upgrade cards in our hand. It's also going to give us block. This is going to be pretty nice. Now, we're not going to fight the Elite. We're going to go ahead and instead go to this event, which is actually a fight. They're going to hit us for 5 points of damage, so let's go ahead and just make sure we don't take any damage here, and then we're going to do a strike to make sure that we can kill this guy next turn. So we won't take any damage. The guy behind us won't have shields, and we can actually use our Searing Blow to kill this guy. So he normally gets shielding, but if you can kill him in 1 shot, then it doesn't matter. So we're going to do that. He's dead, and then we're going to kill this guy. Now we get health. Alright, we're almost at full health. Okay. Perfected Strike. We've already gotten rid of 2 of our strikes, so that's not a very good card. Anger. can be nice. The problem with anger is that it's going to bloat your deck with a lot of anger cards, and what we really want to do is get to our Searing Blow as fast as possible. Another great card, so I'm going to go ahead and skip. I really like anger. Perfected Strike can be nice, but we're going to skip all of this, and we won't bloat up our deck because, again, we want to get to the Searing Blow quickly. Okay, so let's go this direction. We have a campfire coming up soon. Here's our treasure. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. This is kind of an unfortunate one because we don't have a lot of skill cards. I mean, we've got these defense cards in the battle trance, but you know, I don't know how many skill cards we're going to play. So, time to smith. We have to make a decision here. Do we upgrade our Searing Blow? Oh, here's the thing about Searing Blow. Every single time you upgrade it, it upgrades more. So last time when we upgraded it, it increased by 4 damage. Now it's going to increase by 5. If we do it again, it's going to increase more. But as much as I want to increase Searing Blow, I'm actually going to increase Armament. Why? Because Armament will upgrade Searing Blow anyway. And it'll also upgrade all the other cards. So let's go ahead and upgrade Armaments because that's going to help us more. Okay, now we have a decision to make. We're at full health. Do we want to fight an elite? We're at full health. We have a campfire. If we do that, we get an elite and a campfire. Let's go ahead and give it a shot, see how it goes. Okay, so this guy here, oh, this is great. So we're gonna go ahead and hit him for 16 points of damage and another 6. So you want to kill this character as quickly as possible. What he's doing is he's buffing himself. Every time you play a skill card, he's going to get stronger. So he's planning on hitting us for 14 points of damage. So I basically have to decide, do I want to make it so he's going to hit us for a lot more damage or not? Wow, this is an interesting choice here. I think I'm going to play this straight up. I'm going to do the damage here, and then I'm just going to allow him to hit me for that 14 points of damage. We're at full health, we can take it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and play this artifact because what he's going to do is he's about to debuff us. See, he's going to do this negative effect on us, and we don't want that to happen, so we're going to play this here. So this is going to really help us out quite a bit. Now we're going to play this battle trance, and we're going to do this bash. This actually worked out really well for us. This was what I was hoping. So we're going to play this bash here. So he's going to be vulnerable. Next turn, it means that we'll be able to use that Searing Blow. Okay. And strike. I do not know why that did not stop the frail. So we just took a bunch of damage there. I did not, and I did not use one of my points. So actually I played this one really, really poorly. It'll be okay, but that did not go well because I mishandled that. So the relic that we got was every time I add a skill, we're going to upgrade it. So what's interesting here, we're going to go ahead and get this. We have these two relics, and this one is every time you play 3 skills, you do 5 points of damage to all enemies. And this is every time you add a skill, you automatically upgrade it. So in this run, as much as I don't want to play skill cards, the relics are kind of telling me, hey, you should be getting skill cards because they're going to be more powerful if they're going to help you. So because of that, I now need to start looking at how I am playing this. And so you can see here, all 3 of these are skill cards and they're automatically upgraded. So let's go ahead, and again, Shrug It Off is nice, but it's a draw card, and we have that card where we can't draw if we happen to play it. So that kind of takes away part of this guy. Being able to exhaust cards can be nice. we can get to some of our other cards faster. So it's between True Grit and Power Through. And we're going to go ahead and do True Grit. Okay, this would be a great time to have a cleave or something of that nature, but we don't have one of those. But we're going to play this Battle Trance here. Okay, and then we're going to play this Armament. We're going to buff all of these cards. And then we're going to play True Grit. We're going to get 9 more block. And then we're going to get rid of, because the True Grit is upgraded, we get to select the card we want to exhaust. And we're going to want to exhaust the Strike here. And the reason why is so that way we can get to our Searing Blow a little bit faster. And then because we played 3 skills, we saw we just did 5 points of damage to everyone. So now I can either gain 8 block or I can kill one of these guys. Gaining the block is a little bit better. It's going to mitigate more damage, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, plenty of defense, and I think we mitigated all of it. We're going to have 1 left. Nice. Okay. So next turn, we'll try to kill as many of these guys as possible. So we got a Searing Blow. We really don't need the Searing Blow. So let's do a strike and kill... Can we kill any of these guys? Actually, we can't. So let's go ahead and take out this guy here. And then we'll play this Defend. So we're going to take 2 points of damage. And then we're also going to get debuffed. So we're going to be weak for 2 turns. Okay, let's go ahead and so I don't really need armament for the upgrade. Definitely don't need the bash. Bash is not very helpful because they all have so little hit points. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play this True Grit, and we're going to get rid of this bash. Okay, now I have to decide: am I going to play the Defend and the Strike or the Armament? So the Strike can do 6 points of damage, which means I can't kill anyone, right? So I'm going to play the Armament and the Defend, and that's actually going to do 5 points of damage to all of them, as well as give me the defense. So there you go. I'm also not going to take any damage, but they all took 5 points of damage because I played the 3 skills in a row. So you can kind of see here why the relics that you get in the card selections kind of dictate a little bit of your play style. So here, this is interesting. I can now kill all of these guys without playing a single attack card, right? So I'll play the Battle Trance, right? And then we'll play a Defense, and then we'll play a final Defense, and this will kill all of them. Alright, we healed some of our damage there, so we're at a little bit over 50%. Okay, let's take a look at our cards. Again, Flex is really good for multi-hit attacks. I don't have any multi-hit attacks, but it is a zero-cost skill card, which means it'll take me, 1/3 of the way closer to being able to do that 5 points of damage to all enemies. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and take Flex. But if I get the opportunity to get a multi-hit card like a Pummel or something like that, I'll take it. So now I have to decide, am I going to rest or am I going to upgrade a card? So let's take a look here. I've got one more random event and then another fire. So I'm going to smith this, and we're going to smith the Searing Blow. And then that's going to help me decide next turn what I'm going to do. So here's our event. Okay, so I can upgrade a card in my deck, or I can obtain a special relic. Now, the relic that you obtain will basically upgrade a card that's in your hand each turn until all of your cards are upgraded. So that's pretty nice, but let's just go ahead. I don't want to get this this cursed card, so let's just go ahead and upgrade the Searing Blow, and now it's going up to 27 damage. Okay, so that went up by 6 So if I upgrade this again, it's going to go up by 7. So I have to decide, do I want to heal myself or do I want to smith? I have 56 health. I feel pretty confident. So let's go ahead and upgrade the Searing Blow yet again. So when we first started, this was, wasn't that good of a card, but now we're going to get 34 points of damage for 2 energy, and it's only going to get more powerful, if we can continue to upgrade it through Acts 2 and Acts 3. So this card is really going to help us wipe this person out. So let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this Battle Trance, and what I was hoping to get the armament. I didn't. So I have to decide how I'm going to play this. I'm actually going to play this True Grit card, and the reason why is, again, I want to get rid of cards that I don't really want to come up in my hand anymore. So we're going to play this just to get rid of a strike card, because this strike card, I'd much rather have the Searing Blow come into my hand than a strike. Then we'll hit this guy here for 34 points of damage. He basically, after he takes 30 points of damage, he's going to go into defensive mode. So this one attack is going to put him into defensive mode already. Okay. I'll probably get my armament card next, which means that I'll be able to upgrade all of my cards here. So we're going to play this armament. So now I have 5 defense. I'm going to play this flex. So now I've got 4 extra strength. So that means my strike's going to do more damage. So I'm going to hit this guy. He's going to counter for 3 points of damage, but it'll be fine. And then I'm going to play another defend, and this will do 5 more points of damage to him. But because it's not a card, he's not going to retaliate the same way. See, he just took 5 points of damage, but he didn't hit me for 3 back. Okay. So I've got enough shielding so he won't hurt me. And now I'm going to redraw 5 of my cards. See how nice this Battle Trance is? Again, I'm actually hoping for, let's see here. So this is going to do 34 points of damage. You can see here now, look at that. Because I played that armament, I upgraded this card now to 42. If I can get that armament again in the same hand, it'll be great. So I really want to play this True Grit to get rid of another bad card, but we're just going to go ahead and play this Searing Blow for 42 points of damage. So I'm going to take some damage on this turn, but I've got plenty of health. And if I can get... So we're going to play this. So 1 and 2, and then flex, so he's going to take 5 points of damage. And then my strike's going to do more damage because of flex. There we go. And I'll take 4 points of damage. So I'm down to... So I made a really bad mistake when I was playing that elite. But as you can see here, it's not crushing me overly much. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to play this Searing Blow, which is then put them in defensive mode, and then we're going to play this True Grit, and we're going to get rid of this strike card. Again, because it's kind of in the way. Okay, so Searing Blow is in my draw pile. I'm going to draw 3 cards. There's a small chance I could get Searing Blow again along with armament, and I don't. That's a shame. Oh well, I'm going to play armament. No, hold on. I'm going to play flex. Then we're going to play True Grit, and this is going to do 5 points of damage to him. We're going to get rid of this weaker defend here. Okay, I've got 2 more energy, and this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to bash him so he's going to be vulnerable. He's going to take 50% more damage next turn with my Searing Blow. And that might be enough to kill him. We'll find out here. It's going to be pretty close. But my draw pile, I'm going through my cards so quickly that... oh, here we go, armament. So I'm going to kill him this turn. So currently does 42 damage with the armament. Now it does 51. He's vulnerable. So there you go. 76 damage for 2 energy. Not bad. And this will finish him off. Okay, so there you got to see the energy of Searing Blow and Armament work perfectly. Again, I really misplayed the elite fight. I lost probably about 24 health that I shouldn't have, but again, it worked out okay. So now we have 3 different cards here, and we want to kind of figure out what which one of these is going to work best for us. All 3 of them are actually good. Reaper is good to keep your health topped off. This one here is nice to raise our max damage. And this one here is really expensive, but basically you gain 2 strength every turn. So for long drawn out battles, you just get more and more powerful. But you just have to find the right time to be able to play this card, because it's going to use up all of your energy. So this one can be kind of hit and miss. I'm actually, let's see here. I'm actually going to go ahead and take feed, just because it's a 1-point card. It's just a little bit less expensive than the rest. And now we have our relic. So this one here basically means that whenever we open up a non-boss chest, we get a curse. We're only going to get 2 more chests for the rest of the game, so that might be worth it. Let's take a look here. We could also get the astrolabe and turn our 3 strikes into something better. But what I really want is that energy, because I want to be able to play the bash and the Searing Blow at the same time. So we're going to go ahead and take the cursed key, which would give us 4 energy per turn. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this here, but you can kind of see the synergy of the Searing Blow and the armament. You can see how you can use True Grit to get rid of cards that you don't really care for in your deck, so that way you can get to the cards that you really care about. We saw how the relics that we were given are going to kind of force us to change the way that we initially thought we were going to play by getting more skill cards. So I'll be looking for skill cards that have 0 cost values, things of that nature will be good. So this is my 3rd run at this. I think I'm probably going to do a run now with the Silent and show how you can take the Silent from Act 1 through. Have a nice day.